Dillon Gabriel forces CBS to issue strong statement after Browns QB gets dragged into Shedder Sanders controversy. After Dillon Gabriel dropped the line, "It's just part of it. You know, there's entertainers and there's competitors, and I totally understand that, and my job is to compete, and that's what I'm focused on doing." The reaction was anything but what he intended. Social media and fans instantly lit up with speculation. They assumed that his words were a clever dig at his Browns teammate, Shedder Sanders. People know him for his high-profile, flashy style both on and off the field. The phrase entertainers and competitors felt like a clear call-out to Sanders. But Dillon wasn't having any of that narrative. He quickly stepped into damage control mode. In his post-game press conference, he stressed that he didn't aim his comments at Sanders or any teammate. Even CBS Sports reporter Adichie Kinkhabwala, who interviewed Dillon, jumped in to defend him. Kinkhabwala took to social media to urge everyone not to take his remarks out of context. "Let's please not take this out of context. I was so impressed with how sagely and sincerely Dillon Gabriel talked previously about tuning out." Distractions, Adichie writes on X, "This is as humble and respectful a young man as there is. Don't malign him by assuming something that isn't there." In Dillon's first preseason game with the Browns against the Eagles, he threw 13 completions on 18 attempts for 143 yards. But also had a pick-6 and a lost fumble. Gabriel took the mic in the post-game news conference to set the record straight. He made it crystal clear that the entertainers he was referring to were actually media folks. You know, the reporters, broadcasters, and content creators covering the game and team. "Yeah, first off, I'm all about our team and each other," Dillon said. "I would never make that comment about Sanders, and I've said it before. That's why it's interesting. But for me, I've explained it. Entertainers are you all. Competitors, that's what I am, and all my teammates, and we both have jobs. To do so, that's it." He stressed his loyalty to the team and wasn't about to let social media stir up drama between him and Shedder. Despite his straightforward denial, some voices in the media did not entirely convince them. NFL analyst Shannon Sharpe suggested that, regardless of the explanation, the comment came across as a dig. Even NFL expert John Frisella didn't buy the explanation for a second. Taking to his X account, Frisella blasted Gabriel's comments. "Such a **T interview from Dillon Gabriel. This is truly disgraceful," John writes. "He should be ashamed of himself. Taking shots at Shedder Sanders, your own teammate. This is lower than low." But he doesn't stop there. He goes on taking his shots against the 24-year-old. "The Browns should cut Gabriel for shading a teammate to the media," he said. Frisella's strong reaction reflected a deep skepticism about Gabriel's intent, interpreting the remarks as a petty shot rather than a misunderstood media comment. But for Dillon, the bigger picture involves maintaining focus during a high-stakes quarterback competition in Cleveland, where coaches scrutinize every snap and every word. Shedder Sanders promised to the Browns. Shedder Sanders missed the Cleveland Browns' second preseason game against the Philadelphia Eagles due to an oblique injury. But Shedder, being Shedder, didn't just quietly sit on the sidelines. When asked about Dillon Gabriel starting in his place for the game, Sanders kept it simple but meaningful in just 5 words. "I'll be back very soon," he said. Sanders showed he wasn't rattled by the quarterback competition or Gabriel's appearance on the field. Sanders hurt himself, but clearly focused on making a strong comeback to reclaim his spot under center. His upbeat response underlined that he's confident in his ability to bounce back quickly, maintaining the intensity and passion he showed during the preseason opener against the Carolina Panthers, where he threw for 138 yards and 2 touchdowns. Browns announcer Chris Rose mentioned an informal chat with Sanders. He was at the team hotel before the Eagles game, where Sanders urged everyone to not lose that energy, not lose that passion. It was a small but powerful morale boost for the Browns as they navigate one of the most competitive QB rooms in the league. Now, while Dillon Gabriel's recent entertainers and competitors' comments swirl around the fields of Cleveland, Sanders' response was a quiet but clear way to remind everyone he's still in the mix and ready to perform.